You hear that? That's the awkward silence of a family dinner after you just got caught vaping. Most vapes contain high levels of nicotine and disappointment. Brought to you by The Real Cost and the FDA.
Alright, what's up guys? Welcome to another episode of the TMossBoss Show. And in today's episode, overall I wanted to talk on prices of video games being raised. For those that don't know, with the new consoles being released, the Xbox Series X and the PlayStation 5, Sony and Microsoft decided that I guess like prices, well, I don't know if it was between them or I don't know if it was something that was being established with these video game companies, but yeah, overall, there is all like, I think it has something to do with the game companies, because I'm like, I can't blame them, because I was like, I bought NBA 2K21 at GameStop, so I can't blame them, but I think it influenced these companies to raise the prices for these games, and I don't know, maybe it's like harder for the games to be made, since it's like the new consoles and stuff, so they did say at some point in time, like, all like standard prices of video games will be $69.99, but I kind of find it dumb where I'm like, there ain't no real differences between the games. Like, so I had watched this video because I wanted to just talk. So it is kind of a rant on NBA 2K21, but at the same time, I'm like, I just, it's also a rant on the pricings of these video games, especially when there's nothing new being added to it. Like, y'all could have did the very same thing on last gen consoles, so it just doesn't make any sense to me, like, playing a new console game and then you guys are charging like an extra $10, and I'm like, especially the sport games. I'm like, maybe other games, but I'm like, the sport games, come on now, like, you guys be taking in money from people left and right. And that's what so I had watched this documentary on YouTube overall talking on NBA 2K, and one point that the guy brought up was that the game should be free. NBA 2K should be free, which is that's an idea that I can support. That's an idea that, I can be with, because then I don't feel like I'm losing out on money when I buy a game, and I literally could have just played like the first style of that NBA 2K that came out like years ago. So I'm like, my thing was that I didn't like the fact, and that's why I think I was more mad about this 2K than any other 2K, because they advertised it as if this was going to be a brand new experience. It was going to be a brand new game, and I think the only feature was that they made like the multiplayer area bigger. And then one thing that I did hear about that was that it's all like one server. So in order for you to be able to play in that area, somebody would have to leave the game and you would have to wait in line. And I'm like, that's some scummy stuff right there. That is some messed up stuff. I'm like, I ain't never heard of that before, where a game only has one server. I don't understand that. Like, somebody's gonna have to explain that to me, but I do like that. I do like an area where you could go around and explore. That's something that I've actually thought of numerous times, that they should just make it where it's like an MMO. Is that what they call it? Like a massively, like, I don't know, one of them like open world type video games or something. But yeah, I'm like, why didn't y'all do this a long time ago? I mean, you guys had the idea, but it just wasn't fully there yet. But then you decide, oh, let's wait on the next gen console. Let's only focus on that. And then as the time progresses on, then that's when we'll focus on NBA or like the rest of the game. That's not how a game should be released. Unless like you tell people like, hey, this game is still in progress. It's one of those like in progress or early access type games. I'm like, oh, okay, well, I can accept the problems. But y'all released this under like the idea or under an impression that it's the game is completely finished. There ain't gonna be no problems with it. And I'm like, to me in this day and age, there's no such thing of a video game being released like that. I can't remember the last time a game got released and it didn't have no problems. I feel like all games today, it ain't like how it was back in the day. You could buy a game, play it, and they ain't have no problems. But I'm like, now, I'm like, bro, games today, I'm like, y'all just release these unfinished games, then be charging all this money from them. And I'm like, no, we should at least be getting our money back, especially with games like sport games, or the games need to be free. Because I'm like, bruh, you got us out here playing. And then that was a point that I brought up, was that there's the one company, Destiny, or there's the one video game, Destiny. Eventually, they had it where their game was free. They had it where it was like all the like DLCs, except the next one was all free, so you're able to play the game, do what you want to do, download it, blah blah blah. And then I think there was another game that did that. But I'm like, NBA 2K, it's like you guys, so y'all would charge the game for like $2.99, but y'all won't make the game just free. I don't understand that. Like, if the game is free, then I'm like, oh, okay, then I ain't wasting out on no money. But you guys have people spending $69.99 for an open world area. There's no, like, real changes to the gameplay. There's no changes to anything else of the game. It's honestly, that's why I say it's always the same game over and over again. But I feel like this time around, it was just a little bit more upsetting, because I'm like, yo, this is supposed to be like the brand. I was thinking when the Xbox Series X and the PlayStation 5 was going to come out, and I think with the PlayStation 5 is like that, but not so much the Xbox. The Xbox, when the Xbox Series X got released, it was having this, it still does have this NAT like issue where it should be saying the NAT settings, is open instead of moderate, or it's like double moderate. Let me see what it says, because most likely it says it right now. I have my Xbox on because I do plan on recording me some videos here soon. Maybe after I'm done with this podcast episode. Yeah, so it says NAT type moderate, double NAT detected, and then in order to see the solutions or the problems, you gotta go to xbox.com/xbox1/double NAT. This is not the Xbox One. This is the Xbox Series X. So why am I going to a website for the Xbox One? That's how I know that they're not. Like, maybe they're working on it, but I'm like, yo, you guys should have its own separate, that's how I know that they just pretty much put an Xbox, like, One, like, in the Xbox Series X console, but then they just gave it, like, updated parts. But, like, the original part, the part where it's like, no, that original part, I don't know what part it is, because I'm not no technician, I don't know any of that stuff, but there's a part in the Xbox Series X that needs to be either updated or replaced. But I'm like, bruh, that one thing doesn't make any sense to me. So I'm like, there's no real differences with the Xbox. The PlayStation, I think there is. I don't know. I don't have the PlayStation 5, nor have I ever played on the PlayStation 5. But yeah, I like, based off of what I've seen, it looks like it's a new console. I don't know. So I'm like, I don't know what was the problem with the Xbox Series X. I'm like, yo, that's kind of messed up to release a console, and that thing, the console ain't even finished. Like, that's a first, actually, for me. I'm like, for a console to be released and it ain't even finished. So yeah, it's this stuff is weird, but I just don't like, having to spend full price on something, or a much more expensive price on something, and there's no real differences with it and stuff. So yeah, I would recommend go checking out that video of that YouTuber. His name is Agent 00, and yeah, it's called Goodbye 2K, and I think documentary or something like that. So anyways, but yeah, I'm like, bruh, that's wrong. That's wrong on a lot of levels. I'm like, here it is. There's like indie games that can get released finished. There's all these other games that could get released that's finished. But yeah, I know, like with Cyberpunk, but that's the problem though with Cyberpunk. I know people that would mention that game, but they didn't charge extra amount for it. And also, people had rushed that game to be released because they had delayed that game numerous times, and I think they delayed it like once more before they said, like, okay, this is when it's going to come out, and people was getting like agitated and upset. And I'm like, look, I think they are doing updates. I think they just recently came out with an update that fixed the game a little bit. But yeah, that game had like a lot of issues. You could tell that it was an unfinished game, and I think that was the same thing with No Man's Sky. I think they, because I remember when that game came out, that game was like, it was unfinished. It was very unfinished, but now it's a more polished, completed, finished game. But no, that's what I was saying earlier. was that I remember when that transition from the Xbox 360 to the Xbox One, that was a major difference. That was a major difference. Also, games at the same wasn't being raised. The prices wasn't being raised, and I remember I was all like, because I think it was Call of Duty Black Ops 3. I think that was the Call of Duty that got released last on the Xbox 360. Hold on for a second. Call of Duty Black Ops. Is this it? I think this is the one. Xbox. Yep, there it goes. Xbox 360. So I remember when this game came out, and I remember when it came out on the Xbox 360. And I don't know if too many people had seen videos on that game when it was a friend of mine. Shout out to Priscilla from Four Soul. She just texted me wanting to play PUBG. But anyways, besides that, but no, I remember when the Xbox 360. So when Black Ops 3 came out on the Xbox 360, and people was so there was like I can't remember which mode it was that wasn't in there. I can't remember if it was campaign or what. But anyways, a mode was taken out, and also the multiplayer maps was slightly different, but it was still the same maps. There's just it was just more detailed, and there was just more objects in the area than there was in the on the Xbox One than it was on the Xbox 360. So that's what I thought what was going to be the issue when the Xbox Series X came out. But when I played, I can tell y'all like right now, and I've recorded, and I plan on posting like all the videos that I recorded in NBA 2K 20 or 21, and y'all can see for yourself like there's no major differences with that game. They always go off every year like I don't care how much the player sweats, I don't care how detailed the characters look. Yo, it could be a situation with like in Madden NFL 25 where all the black characters looked alike and all the white characters looked alike. I'm saying like if you guys got to do that to have just a game that's playable, do that. But I'm like, bruh, that's to me. I was talking on that in the live stream with some fans. I'm like, yo, that's sad that I turned around, got rid of that game so I can play an older basketball game, NBA Live 19. I'm like, yo, I'm telling you, the next NBA Live they come out with, that game better be 10 times better than what it is right now. I'm like, yo, and that's the thing that I do like about that I have to say that I can respect about EA. I'm just saying, like, I can't, give them too much respect because I'm like, yo, y'all don't leave your guys' game. I'm not going to leave your guys' game out the mix too, but I don't think they charge extra pricing for the games. Hold on, let me check real quick. I don't like the fact, though, that they didn't add the new games because so if you get the Xbox Series X, you also get the EA Play or whatever. And I don't like the fact that you can't play none of the new games. Like, I had to spend money to get FIFA 21. And I would have played the new Madden, but I was like, I'm not spending money on that game. And I'm like, that game's going to most likely be broken. I'm like, no, I'm not doing that. So let's see here. Okay, so Madden, they got the game on sale. They've been at that game on sale for. All right, so to get it, and then that's the thing that they do is so you able to get an Xbox One edition and an Xbox Series X edition, and they actually have it on sale. The game's been on sale for I don't know how long now, man. That game, they keep always saying like, oh, the sale's gonna end here, it's gonna end. This game's honestly been on sale since Black Friday. I can't think of a time when it wasn't on sale. Then of course, right after Black Friday, it's Christmas. There wasn't no special what they made the game on sale for Martin Luther King Day. So I'm saying like this game has been on sale. So EA, they know that their game is trash. They know that their game is garbage. So they're like, yo, we just gonna have this game on sale for as long as possible up until the next one comes out, and most likely gonna still have the game on sale and so on. But who knows? Maybe with these the next wave of like Madden and FIFA, and I know they do plan on coming out with the NCAA game, college football. So probably then that's when the prices will be raised for the games. Most likely, but I know with MLB The Show, like that game is the prices is being raised on it because I just seen that it's on like the coming soon page on Xbox. So I think that is pretty dope though that game. That was what I was talking on to just get a little bit off topic. I think Sony, they're losing a lot of contracts with their games because there's games that was exclusive on PlayStation, and I thought I would never see the light of day of them games being sold on Xbox. there's this one game that I used to play when I was younger, and I remember I played the first one, and I remember I played the third one. But it was the Yakuza series. And I played a little bit of one, but I downloaded three because I'm like, I am going to play that and I am going to make some videos on that. But it's remastered, and I'm like, oh man, my childhood is coming back to me. I seen that game was available on Xbox, and it's on the Xbox Game Pass, so I didn't have to buy it. I was like, yo, that is amazing. Shout out to Xbox for copping that, because I'm like, bruh, that game, I was like, that was probably one of my favorite games on PlayStation. I think I had to play that game a couple of times because I was like, yo, that game, Yakuza, you could do some stuff in Yakuza. You actually, it's like just another version of The Sims, though, because that game, there's a lot of things you could do. And then on top of that, you over here fighting people. I'm like, yeah, that game was fun, man. But anyways, expect some videos of that game coming out here soon on my gaming channel, TMossBoss Gaming. But, yeah, I just don't like the fact that they're charging an extra amount for games, and it's like there's no real differences with them. So I'm like, maybe if the games was like changed, kind of like how it was like that transition from the 360s to the one, then it would make sense for the prices to go up. But when I'm playing the game that I could have played, and that's the funny thing about it, people were saying that the last gen console games on the next generation consoles play better than the new generation game. And I'm like, so pretty much, to like say it in a much more simple, if y'all didn't comprehend that or understand that. So NBA 2K21 on the Xbox One plays better than NBA 2K21 on the Xbox Series X. So it would be best to get if you do have an Xbox Series X, instead of getting the next gen, which costs more, get you the last generation NBA 2K21, which costs less, but it's still a modern NBA 2K. It's, but overall it's going to run faster, play better, and all that stuff. So I'm like, wow, that's crazy. I didn't think that something like that would be a thing, but that's what I did pick up from that. I'm saying that Goodbye 2K documentary video was a pretty good video. I'm like, yo, shout out to the guys, because those guys was like hardcore. I wouldn't say that I'm a part of the NBA 2K21 community, but I have to say, like, I do play the games. I do watch YouTubers that play, so maybe I am, but I wouldn't say that I'm, like, a legitimate fan like these guys, like, and who knows, they're probably, I don't even think they're fans of that game anymore, because I'm like, yo, that game is so broken, but members of NBA 2K, like, they had Dr. Disrespect in there, they had some other big YouTubers, like, it was a lot of people that played NBA 2K21. And then there is another YouTuber that I watch. He doesn't even play the game anymore. I think he did for a little bit, but he doesn't play it anymore now. But Cash Nasty. Cash Nasty is the reason why I even really got into NBA 2K. I mean, that was honestly I had to say the reason why I continued playing that game was because of him. So, but yeah, I'm like, it's funny though. It's like he hasn't posted no videos lately of himself. He posted videos of himself playing that game months ago. And after that, like, he, hold on for a second, let me see if, 2K21, so he did, like, the high school games, he did my career, oh, wait a second, so he just only did 19 videos, and after that, like, he's not playing the game no more, and I'm like, bro, I feel it, like, not a whole lot of people were, they're playing that game, so yeah, he hasn't played this game in the past 2 months. So it's like, bruh, that should be a sign. It's like one of the biggest people in the 2K community not playing your guys' game. That should be a reality call for 2K to be like, yo, we need to do what they pretty much said in that video. Make the game free. Make the game free. Because it doesn't make any sense to be paying for a game that it's a copy and paste. That's not, like, that felt like that's not fair to the community, the people that have built that game from the ground up. Y'all can probably hear a car outside. Can y'all hear that? It's like a rumbling noise. I don't know. I don't care. But anyways, but yeah, I'm like, you have it where the community has built this game from the ground up. From the ground up. Like, they put money in your guys' pocket. You guys are most likely making billions of dollars off of this game. And that's like off of like probably I don't know how much y'all make off of the base game, but with that currency that y'all be selling in the game, the points, bruh, I know you guys have to be making billions off of that game y'all definitely making millions off of that game every single day, because you probably got people all across the world spending money on those points. But like, why though? Like, my thing is like, why? Like, you just, I'm like, I guess, like, maybe, but that's why I'm like, yo, take out, because I know somebody had commented saying that you need to upgrade your badges in order to play better. I'm like, what game is that? If I'm already a skilled basketball player, like, I've been playing these games for years, you mean to tell me I gotta upgrade my badges every single time I play this? Nah, bro, that's doing way too much. That's doing way too much. I'm not gonna upgrade my badges every year when that game comes out. That's why I'm like, it needs to be one of those just all year long free games. And then yeah, you guys just come out with like a seasonal update, and yeah, so be it. But I'm like, that's, to me, I'm like, that just kind of seems unfair, where it's like, like, and then that's the thing, I'm like, you guys have it where it's like, oh, every year our character starts off like in high school or college or something. I don't mind that, but I'm like, bruh, have it where it's like, wherever last year left off at, okay, then that's what it needs to be transitioned into this upcoming year. But instead, I'm like, bruh, that's yeah, it's messed up that they're doing that to people. I'm like, I can't support a company that does that. I'm like, if 2K were to call me up and be like, yo, we want to pay you to promote our game, I'm like, is the game working? I'm like, because if the game ain't working and the game's broken, I'm sorry, I can't promote that. I'm not going to promote this game to my fans so then they can hate on me and be mad at me because I gave out this false narrative saying, oh, yeah, this game is good, best game of the year, and it's not. Like, nah, I couldn't do that to my fans. Y'all, I'm like, you guys can pay me all the money in the world. I would not do that to my fans. I'm like, I have too much respect for them, and I care about them guys too much to lie about them for a video game. Because I know they, the people at 2K, and I know everybody else would not want to be lied to about something that you have your heart set on. So, anyways, yeah. Hopefully they do fix the game. If not, then I don't know what to tell y'all. But anyways, I will talk to you guys later. Thank you guys for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed this episode. Follow my podcast on any streaming platform out there. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. What else? Check out my other channels. I've recently just did like a tabs for my friends channel. So if you go to my main channel, TMossBoss, you can see some of the friends that I react to on the regular or just talk to on the regular and things. But yeah, do that. Go follow them. What other things? Just, show love, support, and I'll talk to you guys later. Thank you guys for watching and or listening, and peace.